Live breaking news, everybody. If you were wondering, like I was, why when Joe Biden gave his final farewell address, which was feeble, pathetic, and lackluster, to put it mildly, why he didn't actually give a reason for dropping out other than I'm going to pass it on to the younger generation, which we all know was complete BS. We now have insider proof leaked from Seymour Hersh about what really happened and why Biden stepped down. And it is absolutely huge. This is literally proof that there was an actual coup, an inside coup, one of the biggest scandals in American history by Obama and Kamala. Now, if you don't know who Seymour Hersh is a Pulitzer Prize winning investigative journalist. So he's a political writer. And this was on his Substack that I'm going to share with you in a second. But this guy, he won a Pulitzer Prize for his coverage on the Watergate scandal, U.S. bombing of Cambodia, and the CIA, domestic spying. So, this is not coming from some like random TMZ pop culture, conspiracy theorist. This is coming from a real reputable, highly credible ethos journalist, Seymour Hersh. Okay, so let's get into it. So as you can see here, a new Substack from Seymour Hersh indicates that former President Barack Obama and Vice President Kamala Harris, now presumptive Democrat nominee for president, threatened President Joe Biden with the potential invocation of the 25th Amendment if he didn't drop out the presidential race and cede that spot to the Veep. This would mean that not only did they force Biden out of the race, but that the Democrats knew full well that Biden isn't fit to serve out the rest of his term, but they're comfortable letting him continue as a figurehead if it serves their efforts to retain power for the party. My fellow Americans, this is everything that we suspected. This is everything I said when I shared that video on my comments after Biden's farewell address, when he addressed the entire nation. This is huge. This is monstrous. And you're not going to see this anywhere. The woke mafia, fake news media, corporate media, propagandist machine is not going to cover this. Biden, again, as you guys remember, everybody was saying, oh, he did so great at the State of the Union back in April, et cetera, et cetera. It wasn't until after the debate with President Trump on June 27th, where everybody started to panic. So they could see that there was a very little chance that he could win in his diminished state. The party elite were aghast and worked hard in public and private to oust Biden. While much of that played out in leaked rumor, including from yours truly, it turns out, per Seymour Hersh, that what was going on, and you're going to see in the highlighted area, what was going on behind the scenes was a kind of coup, complete with threats from the Obama-Kamala team. These power-hungry, lecherous, nepotism, demagogue fiends. By Saturday, here we go from Hersh. By Saturday, this is why I highlighted this. By Saturday, July 20, Hersh writes, former President Barack Obama was deeply involved. You can't actually get the article for free. It's on his Substack, so you have to pay for it, but I have it here for you. I have all the highlights. Former President Barack Obama was deeply involved, and there was talk that he would place a call to Biden. Remember, they call this conspiracy theorists. It was not clear whether Biden had been examined or just what happened to him in Las Vegas. The big three, the official said, referring to former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, Senate Majority Leader Charles Schumer, Chucky Baby, and House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries. These are the trifecta of the vermin, the swamp heathens, continued to be directly involved. On Sunday morning, the official told me, that's Hersh again, with the approval of Pelosi and Schumer, Obama called Biden after breakfast and said, here's the deal. Oh my God, I have to highlight this. This is so absolutely huge. Are you kidding me right now? Here's the deal. We have Kamala's approval to invoke the 25th Amendment. Can you guys believe this? The amendment provides that when the president is determined by the vice president and others to be unfit to carry out the powers and duties of his office, the vice president shall assume those duties. So they threatened him. It was clear at this point, the official said, per Hersh. I mean, that is mine. Am I the only one who's absolutely aghast? I mean, we presumed this. We surmised that something like this took place. But Seymour Hersh, again, highly credible. He's been doing this for decades. This is insider reporting, insider information, confirms it all. This was an actual coup d'etat. It was clear at this point, the official said per Hersh, that she would get the nod. That is, the support to run for presidency in the November election. But Obama also made it clear, the official said, that he was not going to immediately endorse her. But the group had decided that her work as a prosecutor would help her deal with Trump in a debate. You guys, the implication is these narcissistic, power-hungry, warmongering, elitist globalists decided for the American people what's best for the American people. That, my friends, is a circumvention of the electoral democratic process. They essentially are sticking their middle finger to millions and millions of Americans, apparently 81 million people who voted for Biden and 14 million in the primaries. They're sticking a middle finger to all of you, saying we know what's best for you, not what you know what's best for you. Essentially, a government of the people, by the people, and for the people means nothing to these power-hungry global elitists. On July 26th, the Obamas, both Barack and Michelle, did endorse Harris. That was just a few days ago. The phone call, which was a complete farce, I did a video on it, completely staged and cringeworthy. Go check out that video. The phone call during which they offered her their backing was filmed. The call on speaker while Harris held the phone to her ear. A mic could be seen pinned to her blazer. The official, who has decades of experience in fundraising, told me, again, that's Seymour Hersh, that Obama emerged as the strong man throughout the negotiations. What a shock that is. Are you shocked by that? I'm not. Let me know in the comments. He had an agenda, and he wanted to seek it through to the end, and he wanted to have control over who would be elected. Can you believe it? So much for hope and change. So much for I'm all about the people. I'm the people's president. So much for all. I saw through that absolute phony from day one. I wasn't impressed by anybody. I got, total slandered, maligned, derogatory statements thrown at me, conspiracy accusations thrown at me. I remember one conversation with my uncle-in-law at the dinner table before I married my wife. And he was kind of befuddled when I said this. I said, look, eloquence is not synonymous with intelligence. Yeah, he's a great speaker. I give him that. Yeah, he knows how to articulate himself really well. I give him that. But nefarious individuals are known for their gift of gab. Evil people, throughout the history of humankind, have been known to be very articulate and excellent orators. Do I need to bring up 1939? Probably not. It had been rumored that Pelosi and Schumer wanted Biden out. It had been rumored that Obama had given Hollywood A-lister George Clooney the go-ahead to write his op-ed in the New York Times. We all remember that. I did a video on that. It was rumored, too, that if Biden didn't step down, his legacy would be at stake. Once Biden's letter withdrawing from the race was posted to X with an endorsement of Harris shortly afterwards, party leadership all began oohing and awing over Biden's selfless decision to step aside and praising his decision to nominate Harris. Jeffries and Schumer began claiming that Harris's candidacy was coming from the grassroots and not from the top down. Thank God for independent media like me, other grassroots organizations, people who, just like me, do their own due diligence, do their own qualitative and quantitative research. If it wasn't for this, we would never hear this stuff. Because you're not going to see this on CNN. You're not going to see this on ABC, CBS, NBC, nowhere. If Hersh is right, which I think he is, it becomes apparent that Biden did not step down selflessly, but was forced out lest he lose his presidency altogether. And it becomes further obvious that Harris was installed. Again, she didn't earn one vote, not one primary vote, not one delegation, by top party brass, and not, as they'd like Americans to believe, by the grassroots. To date, Harris has not received a single vote. That, my fellow Americans, is nothing short of a coup. How many times have I been saying this? My regular subscribers, please chime in the comments. Please let our new viewers know how long I've been saying this. That I know these people. I've worked with these people. I've looked into their eyes. They don't have souls. They don't care about you. They don't give a rat's ass about me. They don't care about Americans. They don't care about process. They don't care about the Constitution. They don't care about the systems and processes that our framers put in place. Values, ethics, principles. They have none. Zero. I know these people. I've been saying this forever. I can't even recall how long. They stamp on our constitutional liberties at every single turn. This, ladies and gentlemen, should be front page headline news story, and it's not. Tap that thumbs up. I need you to share this with as many people as you know, because this is nothing short of a scandalous, illegal. It's illegal. This is illegal what they're doing. Power-hungry sign of this globalist elitist consortium, the Obamas and the Clintons, who care not about due process, who care not about our electoral process, who don't care about a government of the people, for the people, and by the people. They only care about one thing: power and the retention of that power. They will do anything. There's a reason why Frank Underwood from House of Cards, probably one of the most ruthless fictional characters, based on nonfiction really, was a Democrat. Frank Underwood has nothing on these people. The reason why that show was so good, and I love that show, especially before Kevin Spacey was kicked off, is because it was based on truth. It was based on reality. It was based on Obama and Clinton and the entire coalition. These people need to go down. It can't just be too big to rig if we want to get our country back. It has to be impossible to rig. This is the truth. This is the curtain pulled back. This is the emperor wearing clothes. So I can't wait. I want to throw this off to you. What are your thoughts on this? My God, I can't wait to hear your thoughts and read your comments. Let me know down below. If you made it this far, don't forget, in the pinned comment, show notes, and description is our free newsletter. Sign up for it. It's free. All you got to do is click on the link, give us your best email, and you're in. Time and time again, I keep getting comments and messages. Hey, Nez, I'm not getting your videos. I have to search for your videos. As time nears the election, our videos are going to get suppressed and censored. I guarantee it. So your fail-safe is to subscribe and just sign up to our free newsletter down below in the pinned comment, show notes, and description. Do it now. Check out these videos also coming up. Subscribe and follow. And as always, may God bless you and may God bless America. I'll see you soon.